Hey guys, you know, if there is one thing that is certain in life, is that a new alpha male will just show up on your Instagram feed and really make you wonder if you should have put a time limit on that app. You definitely should, but we all know you're gonna bypass it anyway. I've been on Instagram Reels a lot lately, and my brain really feels it. Like, it's pretty much mush at this point. It's not a good thing. My brain feels it like quite a bit. I have to go to the doctor. Last video I talked about Instagram dating coaches and that whole thing going on over there. And ever since I made that video, I've been getting like a whole new wave of new alpha males just spewing out of nowhere. And it really seems like they're making some type of resurgence, I guess. And I will tell you what, it must stop now. And that's when Ben Azule comes into the picture. I think I'm saying his name right. B-E-N, Ben. It is Ben, right? An alpha male with over like 500,000 followers on Instagram. And it just reminded me of how unhinged Instagram can be. And trust me, it's pretty bad. So today we'll look at Ben's content and finally learn what it means to be a man. Very original idea we got going on here. Guy in a random room starts roasting alpha males. Very original.
Huh?
Can 100 men take down one gorilla?
100 men? I don't know. But one Ben? Most definitely.
Please stop, sir. You are making us uncomfortable. So when it comes to like Ben's content, it usually consists of three things, right? So it's either like the most unhinged advice, tips on overall life, and edits of himself posted by himself, I guess. And like alpha males aren't anything new on Instagram, but it does seem like they're making some type of comeback or whatever. It's almost like they're evolving, you know, like they used to have shorter beards, but now they have longer beards. And along with that big, long, luscious beard he has, he also tends to like scream at the camera for some reason. Now, if that does not scream like alpha, then I don't know what does. Screaming at the camera always screams alpha, if you ask me. And while I would love to watch Ben just scream nonstop, he actually does try to give advice. So just make sure to write this down.
To pass a law, nobody in this world should be allowed to get married being under the influence of love. People never think about this, but open your mind for 1 second and tell me that I'm wrong. Are you allowed to drive under the influence of alcohol? Why would you be allowed to make such a big decision and be able to get married, sign a contract in the time when you're in love? You would do things that you would never do if you weren't in love. That should be illegal. Get out of being in love. Start just loving, and in that time you can get married.
Okay, hold up. So you should not marry someone when you're in love with them. If anything, I feel like being in love with someone is probably one of the better reasons to marry someone, right? Like, I'm confused here. I feel like there's a lot worse reasons to marry somebody than just being under the influence of love. Like, for example, you have money, right? Some people marry other people just because they have a lot of money. Now, are you going to be happy in that relationship? Debatable. And if you are happy and you marry rich, then screw you, you lucky fuck. And then you have like arranged marriages where you can't even choose the person that you want to marry. And then you have marriages where it's like a 90-day fiance type thing, and that is just good TV. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that going. But I get what he's trying to say when he says that being under the influence of love is like a bad idea. And while yes, some of the decisions you make when you're in love can be detrimental, and if you think that you're doing the right thing at that moment because you're in love, I don't think that makes you dumb. Although we all have our dumb moments sometimes. I think like in order to like really have a successful marriage, you have to have like a long beard. Your marriage is not gonna last if you don't have a nice long beard to go along with it. Quit making that face, Spence. Chill. And before we move on, I do like the fact that he compared being in love with drinking and driving. One can like literally kill you, and then the other one, I guess, could also kill you. But you know what? So far, I do feel like Ben has done a pretty decent job at rivaling his past alpha male's predecessors. And yet, somehow, he is still able to spew things like this.
Listen to your woman and your life will be destroyed. The first thing that God asked Adam when he heard he ate from the forbidden fruit was, why did you listen to your woman? Not why did you eat from the fruit that I told you not to eat from. You see, the woman is very easy to manipulate. That's why the snake, which was the devil, got to her. And when he got to her, he got to the man. Thanks to her, we didn't even conceive one child in the Garden of Eden, which was heaven. So when your woman is giving you a hard time and giving you hell, you better know she's driven by the devil.
Okay, all right. So like this has to be like rage bait. right? I really find it hard to believe like this is a type of content that some people want to make out there, and it works. For some reason it works. Like these videos get millions of views. Men apparently really like hearing other men talk about men stuff. Men. It doesn't matter if the red pill dies every once in a while, but there will always be like a new alpha male that just emerges and is like, yeah, I'm gonna just do the same thing the last guy did, but this time it's gonna be a new beard. And all of these alpha males usually have like a pretty similar strategy, right? It usually involves short form content. The strat usually involves some type of rage bait because they know it will get shared for sure, especially in a place like Instagram. Now, what does that say about humanity? We're doomed. We're cooked. We're screwed.
So when your woman is giving you a hard time and giving you hell, you better know she's driven by the devil.
You know what? Thank you, Ben. This whole time I've been wondering what's been going on with my girlfriend. Why can't she decide where to eat? Been the work of the devil this whole time. I know it. I knew it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and like disagree with this point because I feel like respecting and like hearing out your partner is probably one of the healthier things to do in a relationship. It has to be like this mutual understanding of like each other's thoughts and ideas in order to like really make it work. So just like blatantly saying, don't listen to a woman. Don't listen to a woman. You listen to a woman, you bad. Nah, I really don't think it works like that, guys. You'd be surprised like how well like certain problems in relationships work out when you just like talk to each other and listen to each other's thoughts and ideas and stuff like that. So if I were y'all, I would avoid anybody who thinks that this is good advice because it's not. You know, guys, I've been roasting Ben this like the whole time, but his content is really something special, you know? You can tell that his wisdom is like beyond his years when he talks about what it takes to become successful.
You're a young boy and you're in a situation where you're an F student. Let me tell you something. You got a bright future, buddy.
You see, an A student is the perfect employee. He works for me and he does his job perfectly. The F students are inventors. They're so fucking creative that they couldn't sit in class because whatever people were trying to put in their head, they knew it was fucking bullshit.
I don't know if I'm supposed to take this seriously or not. First of all, I don't think that there's a correlation between being an F student and being a successful entrepreneur. I'm not saying that you're going to be unsuccessful if you have straight Fs, but I mean, not even like a single C though, but it is just like a very random correlation that he's making that I don't think has a lot of facts to back up. If you're an F student, that's completely fine. I mean, maybe school isn't for you. Maybe your thing is in something outside of school, but I don't think that having just straight F is a straight correlation to you being a successful entrepreneur. I don't think it works like that, but Ben does. Ben surely does. Ben loves them F students. And you know what, Ben? I want to see your report card. It better have all Fs. All Fs. Not a single C, not even a D. It better have all Fs. I said earlier that these alpha males have evolved, but in reality, they're pretty much the exact same. There is a formula to become an alpha male and be an alpha male on Instagram, and Ben is following it. He is sticking to the formula. Like, just look at this. Ben has 500,000 followers. Wait, who are these people? Are these real people out there? 500,000 people are following him, then his advice must be crazy good. It has to be. It has to be.
Girlfriend cheated on you? Yes! Another better one is coming. If not one, 10. Not 10, 1,000. You crash your car? Yes! Great, a better one is coming. No matter what happens, everything, just say yes. Thank you, God. Another chapter to life. Let me karate chop this shit and move forward. This is the kind of mindset that you need to have. And if you have that mindset, there's nothing that could stop you.
This advice, pretty solid. Like, I need to be more optimistic like this guy. My car might be totaled and I just went broke. Yes, I've been needing to walk more and money is a social construct. Oh God, I just broke my leg. Yes, who needs walking anyway, huh? My girlfriend just left me for someone else. Yes, I needed to hit the gym anyway. Yes, I get what he's trying to say, but like that forced optimism is probably not like the best way to go around, you know, your true emotions, right? Like, it's okay to feel frustrated or sad or mad and all these other things to deal with your problems. Just saying, yes, I'm so grateful that my freaking toenail just fell off all the time, like being that optimistic all the time, I don't know. I just don't see that as like a net positive. I would say that being more optimistic than pessimistic is a good thing. Just don't try to fake how you truly feel. Anyways, alpha males will never not entertain me on Instagram. You can basically count on them to give you your daily dose of cringe I know you're thirsting for. With that being said, I think I've overdosed on cringe. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.